The door in the basement. A family's nightmare unveiled. The Peterson family thought they had found their dream home. Nestled in a quiet town, the large Victorian house had charm and character, perfect for raising their two children. What they didn't know was that the house held secrets best left undiscovered. It started innocently enough. One afternoon, while unpacking, their youngest child, Lily, came running up the stairs, her face pale. "Mommy," she whispered, "there's a door in the basement." "That's just the storage room, sweetheart," her mother replied, brushing it off. "No," Lily insisted, "it's not like the other doors." Curious, Mrs. Peterson followed her daughter downstairs. She found it in the farthest corner of the basement, a small, rusted iron door, almost camouflaged against the stone wall. It was locked with a heavy chain, and an old, worn padlock dangled from it. "Probably nothing," she muttered to herself, but unease prickled at the back of her neck. Over the next few weeks, strange things began to happen. At night, the family heard faint whispers rising from the floorboards. Lily began talking to an imaginary friend she called the Man. One evening, Mr. Peterson decided to investigate. Armed with bolt cutters, he descended into the basement, ignoring the growing sense of dread that seemed to thicken the air with every step. With a single determined snap, the chain fell away, and he pulled the door open. The room beyond was small, barely lit by the weak beam of his flashlight. The walls were stained with dark, indeterminate smears. Shelves lined with bizarre artifacts, wax figures, dusty jars filled with unidentifiable substances, and old, crumbling books loomed in the shadows. In the center of the room was a crude wooden table, its surface scarred and darkened as if something had burned into it. That night, the house came alive. Doors slammed on their own, the whispers turned into cries, and shadows seemed to dance in the corners of their vision. The Petersons didn't sleep. By morning, they had decided to leave. They left everything behind, their clothes, their furniture, and even the breakfast that sat uneaten on the dining table. The eggs turned green and fuzzy, and the bacon curled into stiff, blackened strips as days turned into weeks. The house sat vacant, the curtains billowing in broken windows. People whispered about the Petersons' hasty departure, but no one dared to investigate. But if you stand close to the house, on a quiet night, you can still hear the whispers. And if you're brave enough to peek through the basement window, you might see the door, now ajar, and a figure standing just beyond, waiting for someone to come home.